Good morning. He said from Zenster's lab. So this morning I was doing some exercises. You know, really just very simple exercises that I found somewhere on the internet. And it's all about old Chinese methods of just moving. So yesterday I started with it, downloaded 1 or 2 little short videos, and I started with my exercises. It's really extremely simple. When we were in China years back to visit our kids, the most wonderful thing to me was all the people every evening, every morning were in the parks doing these kind of simple movements with their bodies. It was so simple, but everyone was doing it. They were dancing. And you know, that was about 15 years ago. And you didn't see overweight people. They were all slim. They were all mobile. The older people were really up, straight up. You know, it was awesome to see. And this morning as I was doing my exercises, this one is now the second time. I did it last night. It's about 5 minutes. You know, I just want to do 5 minutes, but just move my joints and just start to become flexible again. And as I was doing it this morning, and here comes the lesson, how to create a beautiful life. I'm still there. As I was doing my exercises, I thought, oh, I love it, but the thought came, but you know what is it? You usually start with something and then you never finish. So what is this going to help? You are now starting something new again, and then after a couple of days you're bored with it, and then you just stop. Well, that is what happened in the past. But guess what? Immediately I felt, oh yes, that's true. So why am I actually trying this? You know, why am I trying it again? Why do I do it? Because I know I'm gonna stop in a while. You know, and that was when this brain wave, truth wave just came over me. It's about this moment. It's about today. Life flows now. It's all about this moment today. What you do today in this moment. Do not worry about the future, about tomorrow. Do not drag your past into this moment. That's what I was doing. I was loving it. I was doing my exercises. It was wonderful. I could feel I'm loosening up. So that was perfect. But the minute my mind started to drag my past into the moment, and then I started to fear the future, because, you know, how am I going to keep this up for the next couple of years? And then I started to become depressed, you know, fearful. What's the use? And that is the lesson. Forget about the future. Don't listen to the past. Just enjoy the moment, because that is where you can find life. Life is to be found in this moment, and you do whatever the life in you is leading you to do, wholeheartedly, enjoying it, savoring it, because that is where the magic lies, in this moment. So this morning I did my exercises, and it was enough for today. So I am thankful, grateful about that. Tomorrow is a brand new day. What's gonna happen then, I have no idea. It's also not my problem. all I have to do is live moment by moment, slowing down and just enjoy this day. Like I said previously, view every day as a separate life. So today, in my life, I do exercises in the mornings, the Chinese movement exercises, because that is what I did today. And my life flows and happens today. So isn't that the most amazing? Just listen to that bird. There he goes, so beautiful. So this was life-changing to me this morning. So why feel depressed and fearful and, despondent because, how I'm going to keep this up? Instead of being grateful, wow, I did my exercises this morning. I feel fantastic. Today I exercised, I loved it, my body feels good. This is my life, because my life happens now in this moment. So we got to stop dragging our past into it and fearing the future. Just do what you are allowed to do by the life in you, what you naturally do in that moment. Be done with it and know that was perfect. You see, that 5 minutes that what I was doing it was perfect until I started to think these thoughts. And then, what is that? I don't know, something in our neighborhood. Whatever. So you see, so the lesson today is slow down, enjoy what you're doing, be thankful for what you are doing, and don't worry about the future and tomorrow. I did what I had to do this morning. I did my exercises in my new top. Remember the top, the video, I will link it below, where I bought this top. It was that much too long for me. I felt old. It was just the long length. So I changed what you can. So I changed it. I made it shorter. Now I feel much more better in my top. So that was another lesson. So whatever you do today, savor it, be grateful for it, be present. And that is when it means something. Otherwise, we are like robots. We just do things, thinking about different things, not present in what we are doing, so that doesn't help. How many times do we eat without thinking about eating and the food and tasting it and be present? So we miss the whole experience. So that's why it just accumulates fat in our bodies. And Soybrand wanted to say, what do you call that? All those type of things, because we don't do it in a grateful attitude, we don't do it in a present attitude, and it's just, then we can just leave it. That's why most people, me included in the past, I am only now learning these things and starting to force myself to be more present and just take out of this moment what I need. I needed that exercise a couple of moments ago. So I took out of it what I needed because I was present. I was savoring it, enjoying it, focusing on it, on the life flowing through me, whatever you want to call it. But how many times do we do things in a rushed attitude because we think about the next things, and then we think, I do my exercise, but I think about, why am I doing it? I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I usually don't stick with things. What does that help? you can leave it. It doesn't mean anything. So isn't this awesome? Thank you, Izet from Zetster's Lab, that I can share my journey and what I am learning in how I can create a beautiful life for myself. You know, by being in the present and enjoy what I am doing. Get out of it what I need by being present in the present. Love you lots.